Hey busy bees! I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I can't believe it's almost June, and you know what that means. Summer is almost here and it's time to get our beach bod ready. Actually, I'm not gonna have much of a beach bod this year because I just gave birth, but I am only 12 pounds away from reaching my pre-pregnancy weight, so yay! Lately, I've been eating a lot of veggies and really fresh, colorful ingredients to really help me stay healthy and slim down. Not that I'm putting any pressure on me, but I just like fresh food and colorful food, so I thought we would incorporate that into our recipe today, and I'm gonna show you how to make a refreshing, crunchy, delicious Asian noodle salad. And along with that, we're gonna pair it with a yummy coconut mint limeade. So if you guys love these kind of recipes, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe, and we'll get started with our Asian noodle salad. First, I'll start with our shrimp marinade. In a bowl, I'm gonna combine 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, juice from half of a lime. I'm looking for about 1 tablespoon here, 2 teaspoons of minced ginger, and 3 cloves of minced garlic. I'll mix it all together. Mix, mix, mix. Then I'll drop a pound of shrimp in. I bought deveined and peeled ones just to make my life a little easier. I'll make sure it's all coated in the marinade, and I'll set it aside for about 15 minutes while I work on the rest of the salad material. Here's a champagne mango. I'll just peel it, then cut all the meat out. Then I'll slice it into really thin strips. Perfect, I'll set it all aside. Then I'll work on my bell pepper. I have a red bell pepper that I'll just cut off the top, then remove the seeds inside. Pop it out, and then I'll cut it in half, remove any leftover seeds. Great, then I'll just cut it into thin strips, like so. Next, we have some kale. I love using Dino Kale here, and I'll just cut it into really thin strips. Same thing, and then moving on. Whoa, this looks like a brain. I'll take a quarter of my purple cabbage head, remove that thick stem. Then I'll just cut half of it into really thin strips, like this. Perfect. It'll add awesome color, and I only need about a cup here. Then I have 2 stalks of green onions. Thinly slice these guys. Chop, chop, chop. Set that aside. And then finally some cilantro. I have like about a handful here, and then I'll just give it a rough chop. Alright, there's a lot of knife workout here, and I know it looks like there's a lot of prepping going on, but it goes by fast, I promise. And I actually find that chopping vegetables is pretty therapeutic for me, so hopefully it does the same for you guys. But now that we have all our prepping done, let's move on to making the dressing. Okay, in a small bowl, I'm gonna combine a quarter cup of lime juice, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of honey, get in there, 2 teaspoons of minced ginger, a quarter teaspoon of sesame oil, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. The ingredients for the dressing looks very similar to our shrimp marinade, but the ratio is a little bit different, and there's a lot of like tang to it. I have a lot more lime, so it's very, very refreshing. I'll mix it all together. Look at that glossy sheen. And then I'm gonna season it with just a little bit of salt and pepper. Give it another mix. Then I'll set it aside. The salad is coming together, guys. Now let's work on our soba noodles. In a saucepan with boiling water, I have some soba noodles here, and I'm just gonna use 2 of the bundles. I'll cook them according to the package's direction, so about 4 minutes. Mix it around so it doesn't get stuck at the bottom. This looks good. I'll pull it off, drain it. And now let's move on to cook our marinated shrimp. In my cast iron pan, I'm gonna add a drizzle of olive oil, let it heat up, then I'll add my shrimpies. I'll cook them for about 3 minutes just until they start to shrink a little bit. Then I'll flip them over and just cook for another minute. Perfect. It's assembly time. In a really big salad-sized bowl, I'm gonna add in my soba noodles, my chopped kale, purple cabbage, red bell peppers, sliced green onions, cilantro. Then I'm gonna pour on my dressing, and toss that salad all together. I'm saving the mangoes so that we don't bruise them, but give it a good toss. And then I'll add the mangoes, give it a light toss. Make sure everything is coated in that yummy dressing. Okay, this looks good. I grew up eating noodle salads all the time, which is pretty much just like the Vietnamese bông, vermicelli with a lot of vegetables and meat in there. So through the years, I've kind of adapted my own recipes and just created stuff like this. If you guys are interested in learning more noodle salad recipes, do let me know. I have like a few under my belt that I've mastered, so I would love to share them with you guys if you want to see them. Finally, to serve, I'll add my noodle salad into a bowl, top it with a few shrimpies, garnish it with some green onions, and because I love mangoes, I'm gonna add a few more. Alright, let's dig in. I love doing the swirl with my fork, get a little bit of everything. This is like the freshest summer salad. The vegetables have a nice crunch to them, and then the shrimp just absorbed all of that flavor from the marinade. You guys have to try this recipe. Even though that noodle salad was perfect, I still feel like I need something to wash it down. In the summer, I crave icy, thirst-quenching drinks, so I came up with this non-alcoholic mojito with a little bit of a twist. I'll just drop a sprig of mint into my glass. Add about a tablespoon of simple syrup, a little more. Simple syrup is just 1 part sugar to 1 part water. If you guys don't want to make it or just don't have it handy, go ahead and substitute it for agave syrup or honey, which totally works in this recipe too. Fresh squeezed lime juice. And then using my muddler, I'll just muddle it all down. This way it releases the fresh minty taste. Alright, drop in my very large ice cube, and then hit it with some coconut water. Ah, refreshing. Doesn't it look good, guys? Oh, it's gonna taste so amazing. I'll mix it all around to combine the flavors, garnish it with a sprig of mint, and that's it. That's all there is to our refreshing drink. So now let's give it a try. Super thirst quenching. Oh, and if you guys are wondering, that is a metal straw that I'm using, and I got it off Amazon. Just search metal straw and you'll find a bunch there. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions. Be sure to comment below, and if there's any summer recipes that you want to see, also let me know. You guys don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye! If you guys want to see more delicious noodle recipes, be sure to check out my SOBA noodle stir fry and the Vietnamese spring rolls.